Hi you guys, welcome back to Creatively Crafted Life. My name is Melanie and this is my first check-in of the week, of the first week of the Fall Organization Challenge. So on Saturday, I encourage you all to tackle the easiest thing on your list. Small wins have big rewards and will motivate you to continue. And I'm going to practice what I preach today, and I am going to sort through this bin of product that just needs to be put away. Basically, when I craft, a lot of times I don't feel like putting stamps and dies and stuff away, so I just throw them in a bin, and then it accumulates, and the next thing you know, you have all of this to put away. And do I, should I put them away as I use them? Probably, but I'm 48 years old, and I've done this for a long time, and I just kind of accepted that this is part of my process. So I have a few things that are quick and easy this week, and I really do need the boost. I'm very tired. Work's been a little bit crazy, so I don't have a lot of time this week, but I do want to get something done because it will make me feel better. And when I come out of this craziness at work, my space will be nice and neat and organized again, and I'll be ready for the holiday season. Okay, so whenever I have something like this, I always like to sort, and I store my stamps separate from my dies, stencils, etc. So I just do a really quick preliminary sort. Anything that's a stamp goes in one pile, anything that's a die, stencil, embossing folder goes in another. And it really literally is that quick of a preliminary sort. And if that's all I managed to accomplish today, that's okay, right? This is all about taking the time that you have and making it work for you. So let's say I only have 5 minutes or so. I can at least start 2 different piles, and then tomorrow, if I've got another 5 minutes, I can further divide those down, as you know, and keep going until everything is put away. So this is a pretty easy sort to do, just like so. I do catalog everything that I purchase, and I do label everything. So this goes into my inventory system so that if I'm looking at that image in my database, then I know exactly where to find it. And this doesn't belong in here. This is an extra. So I do that, and that helps immensely. Something else that I started doing a while ago is I insert a piece of paper in the pocket when the last time I used that item was, and that is done so that I can see, what are my go-to, what I haven't used in a while, and maybe try and focus on using some of my lesser used tools. And I can tell you right now, I have a ton of stamps that I have never used, and I think my goal next year is to use a stamps that I've never used once a week, maybe? I don't know. That would be 52 sets in a year? I don't know. Is that a realistic goal? I don't know. What do you think? I just want to start using things that I've never used. And I have to stop buying. Also, that would be another factor. Now, you'll notice that my piles have started to topple over, and that is okay. If this really bothers you, you could have 2 bins. One bin for each. What I'm going to end up doing is I'll probably put my stamps away first, so the dies will go back in this empty bin, and go from there. There's also nothing to say that you have to do a whole sort, all in one shot. I could, at this point, say, okay, I've got enough, a preliminary sort. Let me sort these down into smaller categories so I can put them away. The other thing that I like to do is multitask. While I'm doing this, I will catch up on some YouTube videos, or I will have a TV show on or something. A lot of times I will chat with friends, anything, to keep me interested in what I'm doing here. Just about at the bottom. And like I said, this really didn't take too long at all. It probably would have gone even faster if I wasn't talking. Okay, that's it. The bin is empty. We'll fill this up with the dies, embossing folders, and stencils. and we'll do another sort on that. So now everything's back in there. I can put that to the side and I can focus on this pile. Okay, so I tend to store my stamps by theme and by size. So for instance, you'll notice that this has a PU, that stands for purple. Scrapbooking and planner stamps would go in the purple box. L stands for, I consider this a large envelope, and then 5 of course would be number 5. So I have, this one is 11. So I will just go through now and sort by color, and then I will sort by size. So these are all PUs. PUs are purples. I must have been in a real scrapbooking kit. Oop, that one goes over there. And pulled out a bunch because these are all purples. That makes it really easy. I also have a pink bin. So I've got a pink, and this one has another character in there with an F. That stands for floral. So in the pink I have florals and vintage, and I just further subdivide them that way. Okay, so I'm gonna sort through these and then I'll come and show you how I sort by size and then what I do from there. So I have a bunch of piles all over my desk. This is a much more manageable amount to now sort. So again, it's all about breaking it down into smaller components. So I've got all the sizes I think here. So I've got like this really extra large, I call it. I have some DVD cases of that size. I have the close to my heart size. This is another one of those jumbo ones, and then the large and the small. And right now, this is where I catch if I make any mistakes. So this has got XL and this has a J on it, so I labeled this one wrong. I will pull this out and I will relabel that and update my inventory system. I try to be consistent, but you know, sometimes just doesn't work out the way that you hope it will. Okay, so this is all my pink section. It's ready to go, and then I'll just pull these over down on the other side of my desk where all my stamps are, pull the bins out and slot them in, and that's really all there is to it. I'll go show you what this looks like when I go and put the stamps away. In the meantime, I'm going to finish pre-sorting these. Okay, so here are my stamp bins, and like I said, I do have them color coded. So this is where the green section starts. I've got a green folder in the front, or I have a green butterfly, and that extends up to here. So this would be my animals, and then somewhere back here and into here is my what I call nature. So I have my stamps already pre-sorted out. So I've got animals are the first few, and then I've got nature. I don't know why I called this one nature versus animals. Sometimes, you know, I make mistakes. Sometimes I fix them and sometimes I just live with them. So this is animals and this is large, and that is actually right here. Okay, so this is the large section. You can see it ends with 77, and I've got 78, 9, and 80. You guys, that's really as hard as it is. This is why I always wonder why I don't bother to do this. These are the XLs. I've got 10 and 26. The XLs are here. 10 goes in here. This is hard to do with one hand. Let's see. Let me pull this up. 10 and 26 should be at the back of this. So this should be 25. So we just slot this one in, and that's done, and then I just move over to the next color. Okay, so I'm going to get these done, and then I'm going to call it quits for today, and I will pick up possibly tomorrow. We'll see.